Welcome back to the SSL Family Dad channel. We are back to the chicken coop project. It is now winter here, January 2022, beginning of a new year, and I'm ready to get this thing done and put behind us. So today, with however much sunlight I have left, I'm going to be working on the walls and the roof and some of the finishing touches to the stringers for the roofing. Obviously, I have to do that first, and then the little storage compartment up top. So I may even be able to install the door today, or a couple doors. We'll see how things go. So let me show you where we're at, what we've got, and let's get this thing done. I've got some tools brought out, everything battery powered, so I should be able to do this hopefully on batteries without running cords out here in the winter. It is about 20 degrees out, so it's a little chilly. I've got this Ondura Roofing. I've used this several times in the past. Had trouble getting it this time, but I had to order it and pay a delivery charge, which was unfortunate. But we got hopefully enough of that. If I'm short, it's going to be a big problem. I've got siding, the T111 I think it's called. I'll show you here once we get it pulled out. I've got some more of these stringers. I actually got some cheaper furring strips to put on here that are like $1 a piece instead of these nice 1x4s. So I bought some more of that to finish across here. We'll finish that one on the top, put one in between here, and then we've got to run them down the other side across there. And then we will start to cut out our siding on everything. So we'll be putting siding on the sides all along here. I've got a spot for the door that I'll cut out. I'll probably just side right across this and then just cut a square out, and then we'll mount our automatic door right here. The back side is just going to be all sided all the way up. And on the little spot right here, we'll have some kind of an entrance, some kind of a little door that'll allow us to get in there. I also have to finish up putting some walls on the sides of this. So I've got some plywood I'll run in here to finish making this little storage spot in the top. This side will be the easiest, just straight siding across. All of this is held up pretty well in the weather. I did throw a tarp on it. It's been a while since we've been out here working on it, and it's rained and it's snowed and everything else on this thing. So we did have some warping that happened right away on this plywood. I may try to zip a couple screws and see if I can get that to suck down. Grab like a big washer or something and see if I can pull that flat. And then of course we'll have a little door, hinge door here that will open up that will allow us to clean this thing out. And then we'll have the big entrance door here as well as the door on the top. So most of this should go pretty easily. Some of the little fine cuts on the siding and other little things is going to take a little bit extra time, but I should be able to get this knocked out fairly quickly. So let's quit talking and get right to it, get some wood put on this thing and make a home for the chickens. So that stuff goes on really nice, and it's pretty sturdy. Pretty sturdy stuff. So it has this siding has like a little overlap on it, a little half lap, and so when they join together, I mean, you can't really barely tell where the joint is if you do it well. This one, for some reason, was a little bit crooked, but once we paint all this, of course, you'll never see that little stuff. So the bottom edge here, covers the 2x4 that holds everything in. It kind of overlaps by about 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 of an inch. So any water will come down off the side here onto the stone and won't get in and underneath and rot anything. So everything turned out pretty good. I've got a seam right here, and this is actually where the door is going to be cut out. So I'm not too worried about that. I'm going to have some kind of a support on the inside that I'll be able to screw this to, and so we'll cut that out here soon. But I got to deal with this problem. This was an oversight. So I want to put siding, obviously laying flat right up the side here onto this joist, or this truss, and I've got this paneling here, this plywood that I use to strengthen all these up. And I did it on both sides. I didn't really need to. I wish I would have thought about the end pieces. So now the siding's not going to lay flush here. So I'm actually going to tear these off. These ones. I glued the heck out of this and nailed the heck out of it, stapled it. I don't know how these are going to come off. So we'll see. This one is going to be even harder. This is 3/4 inch OSB that I used on this end, and that's all got to come off too, so I can get a nice flat piece here. And I want to do this before I put the roof on. So let's try to see what it's going to take to tear this apart. It could be a disaster. It may not come off. I don't know. We'll have to see. Well, there's the structure completed anyway. All the siding is on, all the roofing is on. Now it just needs a lot of trim and doors. So this phase of the build took a few days. So I was out here working in the evenings and then finishing up today here during the day. So I've got the automatic chicken door in there. I've talked about this in the past on this build, but this is a key part of the security for the chickens, so that when it gets dark, or this in case I have it set on a timer right now, it will close at just after it gets dark here about 6 o'clock at night. This ensures that if I don't make it home or something like that in the evening, that the chickens can get in there and it'll get locked up. So I'll add some light in the coop, and so there'll be a light on in there, and that attracts them into the door, gets them in the coop once it starts to get dark, and then they'll be nice and secure in there. So we'll trim around the nesting box. This is the automatic nesting box from hengear.com, and I trimmed that all in so that this is nice and secure, or paneled it all in, I guess. So we'll trim across here and then around the edges, so that looks real nice. And then here we'll come to collect the eggs. They'll roll right out onto this turf here. So the backside is all secured in. It'll just have this attic, door that we have to build here, which won't take too long. So this roofing, it also comes with this. You have to buy it separate, I guess. It doesn't really come with it, but this is part of the Ondura Roofing system. It has these little vent pieces that slide right in here, and so this allows some air to flow through, but it's not open to moisture and snow and stuff like that. This gap right here will actually be closed up from the inside. I'll have trim, so we'll do a whole nother video on all that. And then on the inside, we have the little attic space up there that's only accessible from the outside. So you've got little access on each side for that. So that'll just be for storage and other things we may do down the road. I will throw a little bit of electrical in here, so I'll throw a couple lights, probably just on the center studs here. I'll just throw a couple light sockets, and then we'll run that out one of the corners or somewhere, maybe up into the attic, for an extension cord to just run out here for now for power for lights. You can also put heat bulbs in there if you wanted to warm the place up. It is 14 degrees out here today. I picked just the day that I had available to come out here, and it happens to be the coldest day so far this winter. I think it's going to be below zero tonight. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the build today. Hit thumbs up, of course. Don't forget to reach down and hit thumbs up. Subscribe if this is your first time here. And I'd love to hear from you guys. What do you think? Comments, suggestions, all that kind of stuff. Love to hear from you guys. Throw that stuff down below. And as always, thanks for watching. Have a good one.